so it is finally the time of the vote! So, among other things... Oh, shit, actually, the very, 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 very first thing that I need to do is I need to test chat. This is an absolutely critical question. I need to say... test... and see how long it takes for that to appear here. So timer is running. In the meantime, let me grab the link real quick. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold on a second. I need to get this link over here. That I do not believe that it's 6 seconds. That's not the lag. I don't believe that for one moment. Not 1 second. Okay, let me post the link to Discord with an ominous "it begins" as the message. Yes, very good, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to try that again. I don't believe that. So what we want to see is we want to see the lag between somebody typing a message and me actually receiving it. To do that... Hey, how's it going, Drybard? Okay. Alright. Well, at the moment, we appear to have no lag of any kind? Well, I'm gonna just roll with it then. We'll see how long that lasts. Maybe YouTube is just having a really good day. Okay, so... I want to give it a few minutes for people to arrive, so there are actually people to do voting. In the meantime, I can go over a few things. So as you can see, this is what the tournament bracket generator gave us, which seems like a great way to do it, if you don't mind it being terrible and wrong. No, seriously, what the hell? They would give 4 different games a bye? Are you out of your mind? Why would you do that, when if you just put Donkey Kong and Hard West together and Vampire and Aladdin together, you'd end up with only a single bye in the semifinal round? But, I mean, actually, you can have absolutely no buys if you accept that the final round has 3 participants, which is exactly how we want to end this, with 3 participants who have a couple of days to duke it out. So, actually... yeah, I'm just going to take Hard West, Donkey Kong Country, put them together, Vampire and Aladdin, put them together, and those are the brackets. Makes a lot more sense than the bullshit that they put down. When I do finally say the voting is open, it will be on a 5-minute timer. And I've got a couple of other things to pull up, but I think for the moment, we should just begin the introductions. The introductions. Hey, Akira. During Minecraft. Really? You think so? You think Minecraft is lagging my internet? I'm not playing online multiplayer. I don't know. Maybe my PC just can't handle Minecraft. That'd be weird, but I have been running a shit ton of mods, so I mean, who knows? Who knows? Alright, round one. Round one. It is Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, and Deponia, specifically. So, to represent them, I've got Corvo, although I don't know if he's actually in Death of the Outsider. I'm actually not sure if Death of the Outsider is a DLC for 1 or 2. And Deponia, which I know even less about. I know, man. That guy, the stare he's giving, he might be dangerous. I don't know. He might be a homeless sky pirate. I can't really tell. I can't make up my mind what he is from that image. But, Well, that's them. So, what are these games? We have to give them proper introductions, so we'll begin with Dishonored. In this corner, we have Dishonored Death of the Outsider. The Dishonored games, I really enjoyed 1 and 2. 2 had some excellent moments in it. You're a sneaky teleporting assassin. I don't know what this particular DLC has in it. I have the sound turned off because, I don't know. I mean, I could turn the sound on. But I don't think it's really necessary. I'm looking for gameplay trailers and things. But yeah, you do a little bit of parkour-y stuff. You teleport. You get creepy supernatural powers. There's a plague going on with rats and things. And you go around assassinating people. That's what the Dishonored games are all about. Of course, you get better endings if you can go through the game without killing anyone. But that's hard. And this is a DLC, so who knows what? Who knows what the stuff's gonna be like. They have a really cool steampunk world. Yeah, if you've never played any of the Dishonoreds, I can highly recommend the first one. Anyway, it probably gives a pretty good feel for what we're into. I'd swear it looped, which, who cares. Alright, so next up we have Deponia. Deponia. I want gameplay trailer. Okay. And so Deponia is, I think, a point-and-click adventure game? I think that's what it is. Hey, how's it going? Greetings. Oh. Well, I kind of like the kind of cel-shaded vibe the art's got going. There we go. There's some proper 2D. I don't know, maybe the dialogue would be really selling this right now. It's some kind of point-and-click adventure game, I think. I think. Oh yeah, that's a point-and-click adventure game. Yep. Yeah, okay, 100% that's what it is. Now that I can actually see it, yeah. Oh yeah, the art's pretty good. This looks kind of like the old King's Quest games and stuff. I didn't play a ton of point-and-click adventure. Like, I never actually tried Monkey Island, which everyone talks about, or Day of the Tentacle. But I did play a handful of the King's Quest and other... well, I don't think Corky and Corksu's Turbo Science counts, but, I mean, no, it doesn't count. Nah, there's no way it counts. Even if though it's a Sierra game, it kinda... Apparently he has super strength. Look at what he just did to that poor lady on the swing. And he can fly. Well, how about that? All he has to do is tie his foot to a rocket. He has some skills. Maybe he can beat Corvo. We'll see which game wins out. I don't think enough people are here yet. Yeah, it does have a beautiful aesthetic and an interesting world. I wanted more people to be here, but the introductions are now over. What should I do? What should I do with a couple of minutes while we wait? I could ask Midjourney what a fight between the two would look like, but it's going to end up drawing completely different characters, and it's not going to look right at all. It's going to be completely wrong if I do that. I'm checking. Yeah, okay, just now popped the 2 on. We got a little bit of lag. It's not much, though. It's not much. Yeah, maybe maybe it was modded Minecraft that was just lagging the shit out of chat somehow. I thought that the internet would have been the primary component, and I wasn't using the internet while playing Minecraft, but who knows? Oh, really? I hated the man. A story-driven game, any story where you hate the main character, can be brutally hard to get through. Yeah, I've encountered a few novels and things where I could not stand the protagonist, and yeah, it's really hard to enjoy to enjoy a story when you're literally just rooting for the main character to just die already. Look, another death trap! Come on, villains! You can do this! Just nail the guy, and then we can follow one of the other more interesting characters. Ah, well. Yeah, I've come to believe characters are the most important aspect in any story. Crap, I don't know where my black hole is right now. Oh, I remember. Yes, of course I'm playing idle games behind the scenes. I'm always playing idle games behind the scenes. I'm not addicted, I swear. I'm not, really. I could quit any time. I've said it before because it's true, really, I swear. I'm just, you know. Anyway. Commodore 64. Was it on the Commodore 64? Yeah, I guess it might have been old enough for that. I have some old games that I played way back in the day, and I literally can't find them anymore because I don't know what the names of them were. We're talking like floppy disk, MS-DOS, like 3.5-inch floppy MS-DOS shareware games. There was a sci-fi one where you were like, it was a platformer thing, and you were rescuing people behind wavy lines. Yeah, that description probably doesn't help any. There was another one that was similar, except it was themed where you're like an adventurer in a pyramid or something. You know, there are games I can describe way better that are impossible to find. Like Google. Yeah, you try typing Google into a search engine and see if you can find a game by that name from way, way, way back in the day. Shareware. You can't. It had, and then there was Funnels and Buckets, which was basically a Space Invaders knockoff, but it was math. There was a typing tutor game that was also a Space Invaders knockoff, but you had to type all the letters and words coming down, and you had to type them to shoot them. That was a really good typing game. You can't find it. You can't find it. Different types of humor. You could not stand the humor of Deponia. Well, if it's the wrong brand of comedy, yeah, that would completely ruin a comedy. If you don't find it funny, like, yeah. That's like me and most horror. Almost all horror. Horror movies don't work on me. They never did. So, I have no interest in horror movies generally because they don't scare me. So, I'm just like, why am I watching this? I can see other people having an experience that I just cannot share in. Horror games work a lot better for me. But even those, it's kind of mixed. Like, some of my favorite games, like Parasite Eve 2, I had beaten the game many times and never realized it was a horror game. I mean, I knew it had, like, kind of a horror aesthetic kind of thing going for it, but it just never occurred to me this is a horror game designed to scare you. Until I lent it to a friend in high school, and she couldn't get through the game. She just could not. It just freaked her out, and I'm just like, what? What, really? Oh. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah. Alright, well, I've given people enough time. We are 15 minutes into the stream, and we're just going to start voting now. You didn't show up, you didn't get to vote, that's life. Alright, I'm starting the timer. Place your votes. Deponia or Dishonored. Death of the Outsider. Now I'll really get a clear image of what the lag's like. Because I'll see when the first vote comes in. Zach McCracken. I have never heard of Zach McCracken. It's kind of a nice name, though. McCracken. Deponia! Alright, Deponia. That's 1 vote for Deponia. Oh, right. I'm forgetting something. There you go. That was necessary. That was a needed change. Okay, Dishonored. By the way, if there's a tie, I'm gonna flip a coin. Look, I'm sorry, I don't have something more elaborate. That's what I got. A coin. And dice. And, okay, I have a lot of randomizers, but if there's only 2 options, the coin is what I'm gonna go with. Akura is not voting. Oh no. Akura, you could be a tiebreaker right now. You have the power! The ball is in your court! Tick, 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 tick. The time has actually 3 minutes. There's so much time there could be an upset. Any number of people could wander in right now. Just checking on idling to rule the gods here. I've been absolutely terrible lately with it. I went to bed and didn't even set anybody on campaigns last night, and I just kicked myself in the morning, like, what the hell is wrong with me? 9 hours wasted, lost. If we added up all the time that I wasted or lost in this game, it would be months. It would be months. Actually, some of it is the game has lost time on a number of occasions in the past. Hasn't happened late, but it used to happen. It would just bleed time. I miss my lucky draws being set to about 2 p.m. That was really good for my schedule. They're off by like 4 hours now. I'm just babbling. I better start revving the coin. Hold on, it's got a pull cord. Like a lawnmower. Night of the Rabbit, Chains of Satanav, and Memoria. Oh, wow. I guess they're prolific authors. I don't know anything about any of those. I only have Deponia because I received it a long time ago. And I never got around to looking at it. Yeah. Anyway, well, I should hope that they got better as they kept developing. It's always sad when an author's first outing is their best work. Because it's like, oh man. I've actually seen Discworld. His first book was really strong, and then Terry Pratchett's quality dipped. But he eventually got back in the swing of things, and then they started getting really good again. I always figured he must have put a lot of time and effort into the first book, and then he had a schedule and a publisher breathing down his neck, and he had to put the books out on time. And it took him a while to get the hang of it. That's just my read of it, though. I'm sure Terry Pratchett fans are ready to lynch me for daring to suggest he had any dips in his quality. Okay, to be fair, even his worst books are better than a lot of other fantasy novels that I've read. So, you know. But he definitely had better works. I really love anything involving Vimes and the Night Watch. Alright, we're down to 5 seconds. It's going to be a coin toss. Daedalic Studio. Oh, please don't ring at me. Oh, that's a terrible feature. Don't do that. Alright! And the first one is, let me see, Heads Dishonored, Tails Deponia. Here we go. I just lost my coin. That's okay. I have a whole heap of them. But it would be probably... People would be like, no, you gotta use the original coin you tossed. It landed on Tails. Oh, shit. Which one did I say was Tails? I said Tails was Deponia, right? I hope so. I'm not very good at this, am I? Oh, well! It's terrible. It took me like an hour and a half to set up all the things I needed to set up for this. Alright, whatever. So... I had to count for the possibility of just how many people might vote and everything else. Alright, anyway, I think Deponia just won. So, round 1 goes to Deponia. Dishonored, I get to put down here so I can keep track. Next up, we have Resident Evil, the original, versus Minecraft mod, Regions Unexplored. So that would be you two. Alright, how much introductions do we possibly need for Minecraft and Resident Evil? You have Jill Valentine filling in. If you're going to play the original Resident Evil, she can carry more shit, and that's the most important thing. Okay, you know, the shotgun's great and all, but carrying more shit for the win. Oh, hey, James! Alright, so this round, I guess I'll do the introductions real quick, and then we'll get started. Let me see. Oh no, did I close it earlier? Oh crap. Okay, it's fine. I'll just, I did. No, this is fine. Okay, I will very quickly... So Resident Evil had a very special trailer back in the day. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to sort things out. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of do this. Okay. Resident Evil. I can make it a little bigger. Yeah, that'll be good. Resident Evil for PlayStation 1. The good old PS1 trailer. Oh, man, not giving it sound is a crime. Oh, shit, is that French subtitles? Okay, sure, why not? French subtitles. Anyway, imagine the campiest voice acting you can, and then make it campier, and you'll be in the ballpark. This was the trailer for the original Resident Evil. Check him out. Okay, that looks like Wesker. That's definitely a spot-on Wesker. Perfect Jill Valentine there. Excellent. That could be Chris Redfield, maybe. And the other people, we don't even remember their names. We don't even remember that they're in a horror game. They're not going to live very long. The freaking monster dogs. Yeah. Usually I'd go for a gameplay trailer, but I mean, come on. It's literally Resident Evil. You know what the gameplay looks like. You might not have seen this trailer, possibly. Run around a mansion, find bullets. I actually preferred Resident Evils 2 and 3 was where I felt it peaked. That and Code Veronica. But, you know, this is where it all started. And they pretty much established everything that made the series what it was here. At least until 4. 4 kind of reinvented everything. Yeah. Tells you nothing about the game, but as I said, it's like, do you really need an introduction to Resident Evil? You guys have played a video game at some point in your lives, right? You know what Resident Evil is. Okay, I'm gonna make a small adjustment here. There we go, perfect. And then I'm going to ask for... what was it again? Regions Unexplored? Presumably I'd stick a lot of mods together if I was going to do another Minecraft modded thing. But, let me see. Okay, here's a Regions Unexplored trailer, so we'll take a look at what's going on here. Oh wow, it's only 54 seconds. This one's about the Nether. Oh, that is beautiful, at least. Could you turn the shaders down a little bit so I can see more clearly? Fluff balls. I think you went too far with the shaders and the fog, man. Oh, shit. Oh, that's a warden. Wait, in the Nether? Oh, no. Did you put an ancient city in the Nether? Why would you do that? Okay, anyway. That's what that is, apparently. As I said, I'd probably mix more than one mod together. Mods I haven't played. Anyway, we're going to put them up. Boop, boop. We're going to put up the big old versus sign. And we're going to start the timer. You may begin. Also, hey there, Gooseman. How's it going? Let me see. Buster hasn't shown up. Yeah, he's missing. We got a bunch of people still missing. Yeah, PS1 is where you could start actually putting real film clips into your games. And CD quality sound. Man, FF7's soundtrack was mind-blowing at the time. Didn't even sound like video game music. Magaris? Alright, let me see. We've got a Resident Evil, and we've got a Minecraft vote. 1 for Resident Evil. 1 for Minecraft. Their health bars are filling up. I think somebody created a mod pack for Minecraft that was horror. It was actually really creepy. They stacked in a whole set of different mobs, especially focusing on the spiders crawling around crazily, coming at you from unexpected angles and shit. Yeah. Uh-oh, another Resident Evil. Well... You just vote right here. Just say it, Gooseman. And that's where everyone's putting their votes. You just type it into chat. If you put it in Discord, it won't even be counted. I won't see it. I'm not in Discord right now. I'm here. Okay. Well, we are neck and neck. Let me see. There we go. Heart 2, Steve. Am I going to end up flipping a coin again? Oh! Wow, Minecraft's got 3 on it! Oh no, have I become a Minecraft YouTuber? Is this my life now? I don't know what I'd combine together with that one. I'm kind of interested in the Pokemon, the Pixelmon ones, but I doubt that Unexplored Regions would go well with that. Or maybe it would go well. I don't know. I have no idea what mods I stick with it. Tomorrow's going to be my last day with all the mods, so I have to try to steal entire airships. I got to see if I can figure that. I still got to finish the frame around my toast maker. I'm so proud of my stupid toast maker. It could be refined so much by somebody who knew what they were doing. I don't even know what all the tools in Create do yet. 1.5 minutes left. Any surprise votes? Anybody gonna drop in real quick and upset the thing? Who would have thought Jill Valentine would lose to Steve? But I guess it makes sense. She shoots him a bunch of times, he eats a pork chop, then she realizes she ran out of bullets. Meanwhile, he has a pickaxe, and a sword, and a shield, and possibly can cast lightning, depending. That is a tough opponent. I mean, honestly, you give me a pistol and pit me against somebody who can rip trees in half with his bare hands and take at least 30 to 40 arrows without dying. Yeah, I'm not even sure what caliber bullet would be necessary to penetrate diamond armor. Seems difficult. I never really did much with the horses. I actually found out recently the horses were originally from a mod, and Mojang got permission. Damn it! Don't ring. Mojang got permission to use the modders' horses, so they actually are straight up from a mod. Okay, so Jill has fallen. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Steve victorious. Okay, next up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Next round! What is the next round? Oh! This one will be interesting. This one will be very interesting. I have quite a bit to say about these, actually. We have Demon's Crest versus Hat in Time. If you know anything about Demon's Crest, you probably know the one factoid that it sold so poorly that it had a week of negative sales. It actually managed to sell a negative number. More people returned it than bought it. So, I don't even know if there is a trailer for this one. Oh, somebody had a trailer for it. Cool. Well, we'll have to show that. So, Demon's Crest is actually a spin-off of, one second, I gotta tuck these away so I can pop this up. Okay, hold on. Demon's Crest is actually, oh damn it, is actually a spin-off of Ghosts and Goblins featuring one of the villains, one of the monsters that Arthur fights. I had the Game Boy game growing up, and that was a whole thing. That was a whole thing. I actually liked the game quite a bit. I never played the Super Nintendo game, which had all these different transformations and awesome powers and things. So the reason that it sold so poorly and probably got so many returns is that while it is agreed to be one of the most fantastic games on the SNES, the problem with it is the SNES couldn't really handle it. It had an abysmal frame rate and played very poorly because the console just could not handle the game. However, we have ROM hacks that have fixed the problem. I haven't tried it yet, but they supposedly cleaned it up, and now the game runs perfectly. So, yeah, definitely something I'd be interested in playing. Hence the reason it's on the list. And next up we have Hat in Time. Now, this is another game that probably doesn't need any introductions. It has taken the world by storm as a... I have the PC version. This is the Switch trailer, I guess, but it's the same game. It's a 3D platformer. It's supposed to actually have a wild amount of variety in it. And it's just supposed to be really, really good and fun and interesting. And humorous. And insanely difficult, too, if you try to do the challenges or something. I know Schneider's a huge fan of this game. And apparently they keep putting out more and more DLCs and things for it, so, you know, he probably hasn't even played everything they have to offer yet. I hear that there's something about a train that's supposed to be fantastic. Some kind of mystery or something. I don't know. But definitely seems like a fun game. Yeah. Demon's Quest and Hat in Time. I gotta play both of them eventually, but there's 12 games in this competition. I'm not even a fan of 3D platformers generally, but this one just looks fantastic. Okay, that's probably enough of the trailer. Yeah, you get the idea. You got the idea. Okay, so we've got Hat in Time versus Demon's Crest. Who will come out on top? Versus... And you may begin, and hopefully I shut the timer off before it rings at me again. Freaking timer, and it's ringing. Okay. Oh, no, we're past Resident Evil. It's too late. Even if Buster shows up, it's too late. You gotta be here. Hat in Time, okay. Well. Things aren't looking good for Firebrand over there. Oh, Firebrand got a hit. Yeah. Gargoyle's Quest, the Game Boy game that's, the Demon's Quest is the sequel to. I have told this story a few times. I was 9 years old? We'll go with that. I was 9 years old. This is about there. And I had just gotten to the last boss. And we were driving down the highway somewhere in the lower 48 with one of my aunts and my mother, and I wanted to beat the last boss. My mother had taken the Game Boy away for whatever reason. I really wanted to finish it, and I was probably being a little shit. I don't know. I was 9, but one of my eternal memories that will never leave is she threw my Game Boy out the car window, and I didn't get to beat that last boss. And it wasn't until adulthood. It was actually one of the first things that it would have been. Anyways, it wasn't until like 20 years later that I actually got to beat Demon's Quest or Gargoyle's Quest for the Game Boy. It's a good game, not often talked about. Resident Evil voices. Minecraft was a nasty comment. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. Even if they had been in different brackets, they'd have come up against each other sooner or later if they kept winning. But I mean, you know, with competition like freaking Gargoyle's Quest, Hat in Time, you know, look at these things. Dishonored. Like, there's not a bad game on this list, at least I think. Okay, there's a couple games I don't know what they are. But the games that I do know are all top tier, so. Gooseman is withholding his vote. He has no opinion. Or perhaps he is torn. torn between them. It honestly would be a difficult choice. But I don't have to make the choice. I don't have to vote. I have put the hard choices on you. Now it's your problem, not mine. Oh yeah, I mentioned this the other day. I haven't put them on the list yet. They wouldn't make it into this vote because they were too long anyway. But I got that final NIS Classics Volume 1, Soul Nomad and Phantom Brave. Except I think I have like 2 other copies of Phantom Brave already. I think I have it on Steam, and I think I have it on something else. I don't know. But now I've got it again! So... and I'm gonna get Metroid Prime. I'm probably gonna play Metroid Prime after the whatever game wins this. Probably, I'm gonna be picking that up as soon as I can get the physical copy. Yeah. Wow, yeah. Game Boys without the backlight or anything. Yeah, it could be difficult. Alright, looks to me like Hat in Time is gonna be cleanly the winner. Firebrand loses to a small child with an umbrella. He shall never live down the shame. And I am definitely gonna stop you before you ring, you stupid thing. Ha! It's the small victories in life. Okay. So, Firebrand. Oof. Okay. Next. We have Opus Magnum versus Arcanum of Steamworks and Magix Obscura. Oh, this is an interesting one. So, where do I begin on this matchup here? Well, Opus Magnum is made by the same people who made Infinifactory? No. Infinifactory? Am I misnaming it? Hold on. Yeah, Infinifactory. I loved Infinifactory. And Opus Magnum is a completely different game that's kind of in the same general kind of idea, sort of. So, kind of, but not really. Anyway, you build machines that do alchemy. And the alchemy machines make things... It's a puzzle game, okay? It's a puzzle game. It does what you're seeing right now. There's no... I can't put it into words. It's like this. Yeah. And presumably, if you played it, you'd actually understand what was going on in all this. Embrace infinity. Anyway. Yeah, I played only a tiny bit of it, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Next up, though, we have Arcanum. Now, I already played through Arcanum as a mage. Normally, Arcanum would be too long of a game, but since I know the game so well, and I can play through it, like, I don't have to do everything. I can skip stuff if I want. Arcanum is steampunk. I played it as an elven wizard when I streamed it. However, that's also how I played it as a kid. I've never actually tried to play the tech path. If you play with technology, magic stops working around you, and it's like a different game. Like, I don't know, man. You go around trawling through trash cans, hobbling them together into firearms to sell, to try to get money so you can buy more scraps and machinery. You get a hold of schematics, and the technology is not real technology. It's things people in the 1800s thought technology might be able to do. So you'll create like a magnetic hat that repels bullets. Like, you'll just build weird shit. And you'll find like ancient lost technology and things. Also, apparently there's something terrible about gnomes and ogres in the game that I haven't found. But it's supposed to be really, really awful and upsetting. So, you know, there's that too. There's that landmine somewhere in the game. So we got Opus Magnum on the left. That's what the main character looks like. I don't even know his name, but, you know. And that's not Magnus. I don't know who that is. That might be Magnus. I don't know. It's a dwarf with a flamethrower. Ow. That'll represent Arcanum for us today. So this is an interesting pairing. As I said, I can do Arcanum in 20 hours. It won't be an issue. Because I know where everything is. I know where everything is. I know what I need to do. I could beat it in 20 hours. I say, with confidence, only to be proven wrong in the future. No, I can totally do it. I even know a place where I can power level infinitely, if I need to. So we've got an Arcanum, we've got an Opus. Yes, you do. You have to declare what you're voting for, man. You gotta say it. I can't just infer what you mean. Because I could infer anything. I could misinterpret you maliciously. No. Speak your pick. I mean, a dwarf with a flamethrower is pretty freaking cool. But, you know. Alchemy is pretty cool, too. It's a fun puzzle game. I honestly don't know which way it's gonna go. So, Drow Bard gives a vote of no confidence. Waiting for clarification from Gooseman. Oh, okay. Whoops. Did you? Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, shit. Okay, my mistake. My mistake. Sorry about that. Your Hadriex is not paying enough attention today. Is that a vote for Opus Magnum? Oh my gosh, it looks like Opus may have just gotten 2 votes. Okay then. Wait, no, that's the wrong side. There we go. Sorry about that. Well. But can the flamethrower defeat the alchemist? He probably used his alchemy to hack the flamethrower and make it spew out healing potions or something. Frickin' alchemists. You never know what they're up to. He also probably turned lead into gold. And bought better weapons. Because he can do that too, you know. Instead of a flamethrower, you should have used a rifle. Silly dwarf. What were you thinking? Flamethrowers are too short range. You had to get too close. Too close to the mad alchemist. Arcanum is great. I've always intended to do the tech path one day. I was, during the stream, that was my first time actually beating the game, because as a kid, the file always corrupted. Always! But hey, mods for stability. Hooray for mods for stability. Maybe 5 minutes was too long. Maybe I only needed 3. Whatever. Equivalent exchange. Another Opus. My goodness. My dude, you are unexpectedly popular. 4 is, I think, more than anybody's gotten thus far. I think that's our current record. Also, how's it going, Demonetris? Time is running out. Still no busters. Or Nikos, for that matter. Alright. 2, 3, 2, 1. Alright. And with that, Arcanum is sent to the Shadow Realm. Alright. Opus Magnus remains a player. We have just 2 more to go through, and then the first round will be complete. So next up we have Hard West versus Donkey Kong Country. So, Hard West. I actually don't know anything about this game. I will have to assume that it is a less than 20-hour game, because I sure as hell don't know. So we've got a turn-based tactical what now? I didn't quite catch that. Can you slow your text down so I can see it? Cell-shaded 3D. I actually like the cell-shaded stuff. It works well. And it doesn't age poorly like most other realistic-looking 3D does. A strategy game that you can beat in less than 20 hours. Are you sure? It's like XCOM, but a Western. Well, I'm sold already. That's probably why it's on the list. Things that look like XCOM are just like an automatic inclusion as, yes, I have to play this one day. Like Mechanicus. And there's actually several stealth XCOM-esque games, too. Anyway, I'm pretty sure by now we have a good idea of what the game plays like. Or at least we think we do. So let's move on to the other contender. Prepare your eyes for the most incredible graphics that 1994 had to offer. No, I want the original. Okay, here we go. This was amazing, groundbreaking graphics. There were like, how many layers of snow on the snow level again? No, Nintendo literally mailed VHS tapes in the mail. And it was like a half-hour long video just talking about Donkey Kong Country and how cool it was going to be. I received one of them. I wish I still had that VHS tape. Anyway, Donkey Kong Country is one of those games that like every gamer has to have played. I mean, come on. It's Donkey Kong Country. It's great stuff. I actually never played through 2 and 3. I just had the original, but I mean, the original was freaking amazing. I know a lot of people really like something called Bramble Scramble in the second one. Anyway, That's Donkey Kong Country. It also has great sound design. I know you couldn't hear anything because I've got it muted, but you know. Alright, let me see. Where are we? You are... Bloop bloop. This is two very, very dissimilar games. Yeah, they're as different as Opus Magnum and Arcanum, at least. Very crazy. Okay, we've started it. Does Snyder watch your vids? He's sometimes, I don't know, he does what he does. He's been very busy lately. I've really wanted to do, I want to do Secret of Mana, like 2-player Secret of Mana with him, but I just have to find a time when our schedules line up and he can come over and do that with me. I think I'm posting my last Sword of Mana video tonight after the stream, so yeah. Alright, let's see. A tournament? How do you play Donkey Kong Country in a tournament? I think I'm hearing 3 votes for hard. Am I mistaking anybody's vote here? Let me know. I think you're saying y'all voting this way. No, wait, wrong way. This side. Oh, I'm so well organized and got my stuff together. Look at that. Oh, wait, that's a Donkey Kong. You know, even Donkey Kong got to star in an XCOM style game. Ever since Firaxis remade XCOM with the Newcom stuff, that particular style of game really has gotten around a lot. It's funny because I would have thought it would have been kind of niche, but it must have achieved true wide success for it to just be getting so many games like it made. Is that another Hard West? That's 4. 4 achieved once more. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me check again. Is that... Okay, let me see. James Young says Western. We got Preferred Desperados. Gooseman. Okay, that's 4. Okay, yeah, 4. 4-1. Okay. Unless we have 4 new people jump into chat real quick, I think this one is already decided. 4 big-time Donkey Kong fans it would have to be. Yeah. The ones that are getting 4s are such a strong showing. They're real contenders to make it to the final round. It very well might be Hard West versus, who got 4 hearts in the last round? Opus Magnum? Versus, you know, during the first 2 matches, there weren't as many people, so nothing could get 4 hearts back then. Well, we shall see. Oh my gosh, Chen La, you've arrived. Hey, how's it going, man? How's life been treating you? Okay, that is a 5th heart. You get a big heart now. Yeah, I'm basically using a tally mark system here today. All right. A new record. I was beginning to wonder if I was even going to get to use the big hearts. No, I don't remember the tournaments Blockbuster had. I don't remember them having tournaments at all. While I liked the movie rental stores, I didn't go to them very often. Well, I went to Yume Anime like a bajillion times. Like, holy shit, I was there constantly. But other than them, regular Blockbusters, not very often. You could rent video games there. That was always cool. but I almost never did it. When I was real young, I would, though. For some reason, Donkey Kong Country music has been playing in my head non-stop since I put the monkey on the screen. And it literally will not stop. Great. I know the secret to getting a song out of your head. It's to listen to other music. But I can't do that at the moment. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. Oh man, they have video game tournaments. That's so cool. Okay, anyway, Hard West! Yep, that was a very solid victory. The monkey was absolutely no match for the guys with guns. Nope. Nope, he just completely lost that one. Wasn't even close. Alright, and the final of the first round. The final matchup is Alladin. Oh, shit, no, not that Alladin. No. Yeah, that's the Disney's Aladdin. That guy. Versus Vampire the Masquerade. Look, this is the most memorable character to me. I will never forget this guy, and I don't know why. When I think of Vampires the Masquerade, Bloodlines, I think of this guy. As a Malkavian, specifically as a Malkavian, which is, I've always intended to do a Malkavian run. Basically, the crazy vampire. Apparently, you're never supposed to play a Malkavian your first time because, well, they're crazy, but they see a lot of things they shouldn't see, and they pick up on a lot of things they shouldn't pick up. And so they spoil all kinds of major plot threads and things, like, just casually. But they also get into arguments with stop signs. Basically, they're prophets, seers, that have been driven mad by prophecy. Kind of. Sort of. Anyway, they can no longer tell what's real and what isn't. Been meaning to try the Malkavian forever. However, this is the Genesis version of Alladin. Now, the Super Nintendo and Genesis versions are different from each other, actually. Two different games, and this is supposed to be one of the best platformers on the Genesis. Let me see. So, I have no idea what this trailer is going to look like. Please show gameplay. That does not look like a Sega Genesis being played. There you go, there's some gameplay. Honestly, the graphics are really top tier for the Genesis. This might be one of the best looking games on the console. Well, one of the best looking 16-bit games, period. What are you doing? Show the game. My gosh, 90s TV commercials, what's wrong with you? Well, anyway, you guys got a glimpse of it. It's a platformer with a sword and flying carpets and the genie, and it's probably going to be fairly difficult and take many tries to actually win because, but hey, it's not the Lion King. Oh my gosh, if you hate me, force me to beat the Lion King. I couldn't get past the stage with the freaking jumping on giraffe heads. Anyway. Versus... It's Bloodlines, right? Right? Hold on, let me make absolutely sure that I'm looking up the right freaking game. It'd be embarrassing to play the wrong... There's a lot of Vampire the Masquerade games, so I just have to make certain. Yes, Bloodlines. That is the correct name. Okay. I just needed to be sure. So, yeah. There's one. Sneak around the sewers and drink people's blood. The game! I'm a huge fan of Troika. Man, they made great stuff. And they made this. I have never seen this trailer before. They did a lot of stuff in the game that was kind of ahead of its time. And this was the game that destroyed their entire company, because White Wolf Games forced them to put the product out before it was finished, before it was playable, really. And so what was released was a total mess, and then they got blamed for it being a total mess. But, you know, the fans have put it together and fixed all the problems, and, you know, if they had been given the time to finish what they were doing and get all the bugs out, this would have probably been a highly successful game. The same engine as Half-Life 2. There you go, that's a way to date your game. Man, Nosferatu seemed like they would be no fun to play. You'd have to spend the entire game in the sewer, hiding. Instead of just, you know, a bunch of the game crawling around in the sewers. Look, it's not a Western RPG if it doesn't have a sewer in it. I am not sure that that can be beaten within 20 hours. Even if I skip a lot of the quests, I'm uncertain. I actually don't know. And I'll put it up and let you guys decide. Alright, here they go. Prince Ali, fabulous he versus a vampire. Good luck, Aladdin. Throw those apples really hard. Maybe. You never know. Let's see. Hard West is one of the best XCOM games out there. Oh, it's really short too, is it? Okay. 12 hours. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't have a Sega Genesis growing up. I ended up with it later. In my teenage years, I ended up getting a used one for cheap with a handful of games. So I didn't have... Aladdin wasn't one of them. I think I had Arrow the Acrobat as one of them. But hey, I had the Sonics, and I had a few RPGs, so, you know, Trasia, Sword of Vermilion, nobody probably knows what I'm talking... Wait a minute, I'm talking to nerds. You guys probably know more about what I'm talking about than I do. I played through Sword of Vermilion once, and then Trasia I never got very far in. Random warning, random chance of turning into a dog or a hydrant while playing. Yeah! That's a good point. I don't know if I mind being a hydrant, but being a dog would be really inconvenient. I'd have a hard time doing my job at work. Saladin. Alright, let me see. I hear vote vampire from Gooseman is the first definite vote I see. I see other people saying things like Aladdin's a beautiful game without actually saying if they're voting for it. Okay, let me see. Alright, 2 votes, more votes on Aladdin, right? Let's see, am I counting that right? Yes. 1, 2, 3... You could vote for both if you want. It wouldn't be a very effective vote. It's, Vampire the Masquerade, the whole point is it is as the crazy vampire. Crazy. Phantasy Star 3! Wait, what? That's not one of the options! I've heard many times about the wonders of the Phantasy Star series. I knew people who were really big into Phantasy Star Online and even got, they got some kind of, like, fan position from Sega and they got weird shit. Like, I've known people who are Phantasy Star people for a long time. I've repeatedly tried, at least twice, I tried to play the original Phantasy Star. I'm a big RPG fan. Like, I'm a big fan of old NES RPGs and things. I cannot explain to you why, but twice I failed to finish the game. I got bored or something and just stopped playing it. I don't know. One of these days, I feel obligated to go back and just play through the original Phantasy Star, and then work my way through the series. But, man, I really like Final Fantasy I, and have played through it many times. I should not have difficulty getting through an old RPG. Unless maybe it's the original Dragon Warrior. I did beat it, but having a single party member was a drag. Or Brave Fencer Musashi for the NES. I didn't get through that one. I loved Brave Fencer Musashi for the PlayStation, but the NES game is a turn-based JRPG with one character. It's really hard to make just a classic JRPG with one character in it. Ugh. Oh, Vampire has 2 votes. Hold on a second. Let me see. Yes, sorry about that. Mech Warrior. Oh, there was a Mech Warrior game on the SNES I borrowed from a friend. Did I miscount? Hold on a second. I'm going to retally the votes. Let me see. Okay. Vampire, Alladin, Vampire. Oh shit! Yeah, I miscounted, or maybe I misclicked one of them. Ah, I bet I misclicked one of them. That's probably what happened. Sorry about that. Chen Law, did you come in within the 5 minutes? Did you? I'm just going to give you the benefit of the doubt. There's a lag involved anyway. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt so I don't have to flip a coin. I'm lazy. Coins are heavy. My delicate fingers can't handle such a workout. We'll just say that Vampires won this one. But now, when am I ever going to get to play Alladin? Alright, the first round is complete. We're going to do the second round, and that is going to determine our finals. The finals is going to be like a 2-day long thing. So, everyone will have a chance to vote in the comments. Okay, where the hell are you? Oh, I see what I did there. I put you in the wrong slot. Hold on, you're still alive. It was Alladin who was banished to the Shadow Realm. Tricky thief. Tricky thief, you almost managed to sneak into the final round. But now you have been deleted. Nice try. Okay, now we have to figure out the new brackets. Okay, so we had... Who won the first? Alright, hold on. Okay, gotta figure this out real quick. Okay, Deponia versus Minecraft. Steve, you're crowding him. There you go. Now you're looking. You're both looking to the left. That's not gonna work, guys. Oh my gosh, Steve, don't show your back to the enemy, you fool. Maybe he's just that confident that there's nothing that Deponia can do to him. He's just like, nah, I got a pickaxe. I'm fine. Okay, so we're up to the mod that I showcased earlier for Minecraft, with whatever other mods I put with it, or Deponia, which has also been showcased earlier. We watched the trailers and everything, so, I'm not reintroducing them. This round is going to go way faster than the previous one. If you do not like democracy, you can always invade the capital. That sounds like work. I'll just let other people think they have power and vote for things. And then I'll complain about their choices and why things are the way they are. My timer is running because we've started. We're going. It's those two. You gotta vote now. The voting's already begun. I told you there's no introductions left. We're speedrunning them now. Okay. Alright, we got Minecraft, Deponia, Deponia. Deponia, oh my gosh. Whoa, hold on. Alright, let me try that again. Okay. Minecraft, Deponia, Okay. Even split. Alright, all is well. For now. 2 minutes, 55 seconds remaining. I better get the coin warmed up. This time, let's not lose it on the floor. Alright. Both choices are terrible. I don't know. I like Minecraft, but I have had a lot of Minecraft lately. A lot. And I don't know what Deponia is other than point and click. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of adventure he's on. A comedic one, it looks like. Yeah, it could be anything. I assume air travel is involved because of the goggles he's wearing. 2 minutes. Anybody expect anything? Too late! Too late to pass around the blame. Resident Evil has already been put back in the grave. But don't worry. They always crawl back out of the grave. You can't put a Resident Evil down. No, seriously, the series will never die, no matter what we do. It is eternal by now. They've started making it VR. I really like the... I already talked... You know what? I already talked about Resident Evil. Shit. I liked 4. I didn't talk much about that. But 5 kind of put me off to the series. I hear 7 is really good, but I don't know. I didn't try it. 5 kind of put me off the series. Which is a shame, because 4 was a lot of fun. Coin is ready. Coin is prepped. Heads will be Steve. Tails will be... I don't know his name. And Edge... If it lands on Edge, they both died. Yeah, Buster's missing too. There's a lot of people who are missing. We don't have Heather today. We don't have, oh man, there's a lot of people. Rufus! Wait a minute, is he secretly... There's a couple Rufuses in different games. Okay, whatever. And it's a toss-up. Okay. Head, Steve, Tails, Rufus. That would be a Tails. Huh, both times I've tossed coins, I've ended up with Tails today. Okay. So, I'm afraid Steve has just been banished. And Rufus remains in play. He is going to be one of the survivors that makes it to the has made it to the final round. Congratulations, Rufus! You are a survivor. But will he be a winner? Not to be determined yet. Okay, we have Hat in Time versus Opus Magnum. Both of these scored extremely high. So, the timer begins. Puzzle game versus 3D platformer. This'll be interesting. This will be an interesting one. Opus Magnum already managed to defeat one strong opponent. Soundly and thoroughly trounced, actually. And, Hat in Times did the same exact thing, thoroughly trouncing a strong opponent. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Hat Girl is in trouble. Oh my gosh. Hey, Angel, how's it going? 4! Oh my gosh. She is being buried in a landslide now. I'm sorry, child. You just can't solve alchemical puzzles. The puzzle game is too strong for you. You better have some tricks up that hat real quick. Oh, the second game to manage to get all the way to a big heart. Oh, she is buried. There is no way she's climbing out of this hole. Ah! Really? Is it going to be Opus Magnum versus Deponia versus... Who's it going to be in the final matchup? Hold on. Who is the final matchup? Oh, Hard West versus Vampires the Masquerade. You know, there's a lot of vampire fans, but I have a feeling that Hard West... Well, we'll just have to see. I shouldn't even try to make predictions because they'll all be wrong. Not a single vote. Oh, man. She might be in Resident Evil. How would I know? No, seriously, for all I know, there could be a zombie section. I don't know what's in the game. I don't know why I'm holding dice right now. I just fidget with things with my hands when they have nothing better to do. My hands are like, you know what, we should be doing something. Hey, look, dice, that's something. He likes it. He likes rolling dice, right? Let's do that. Hand, what are you doing? So basically there's only one vote left after this. There's basically 7 minutes left in the stream. Man, I can't believe Hat in Time got 0 votes. That's amazing. Belarus? Belarus? Who's that? Is that another streamer, or is that a video game character I should recognize? Ah. Isn't that how every country does it? Oh wait, no, hold on. We get banned on YouTube if we suggest there's such a thing. How many times was Putin elected again? No, it's all fair and equal. No. All elections are fair and equal. I've never suggested anything else. Ever. Really, I swear, YouTube. Don't ban me. Ah, well. Cool. Destiny has spoken. Or something. My goodness. It is actually interesting that so many people would prefer seeing me do the puzzle game over a 3D platformer. It's actually interesting because this is also a way I get to kind of read my audience. I mean, sooner or later, I'm just going to play most of these just because I want to. Like, everything on the list is I do definitely intend to play one day. But But it is interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, that was a landslide victory. All right. And you are out, out, out. All the way to the bottom. Okay. Hey there, JM. Well, you're on the final round. So the only options left are Vampire the Masquerade versus the Hard West. Oh, come on. You guys are on the same side again. Look, I'm just going to slide you over here, beard guy. Yeah. Okay, you put that cool beard over there, and just begin. I already did the trailers and all the introductions, so vote! Final round! Hey, Puzzle Agent, I didn't suck, I won! Okay, my character went insane by the end, and I'm not even sure if any of it really happened or what by the time it's over. But that's not my fault! A lot of characters that I play go insane. It has nothing to do with me. I had a feeling, as much as the vampire game has a lot of fans, I had a feeling that Hard West was going to be getting all the votes from this crowd, from the way you guys talked it up when it first showed up. I'll say, it looks pretty freaking cool. Let's see. Vampire. Just going by the picture. What? That guy has an awesome beard. Malkavian vampires with cowboy hats? Are you saying you're voting for both of them? You said Malkavian vampires. There you go. It's 5-2. And the timer is at 3 minutes. Oh, wait, shit. Hold on. Oh, my gosh. The most votes received by anything in this thing yet. All right. 3 minutes remaining. So, looks to me pretty solid that we know who it is now. So we ended up with Deponia versus Opus Magnum versus the Hard West, which is what it's going to be. It's going to be vote in the comments of this video which one of the three. So you have a couple of days rather than just do it on stream. So more people like Buster can show up at the final showdown. But it's going to be those 3 games. That is, if I had tried to pick which 3 games would make it to the end, this is a fairly surprising combo. I mean, we had Hat in Time, Resident Evil, Arcanum, Dishonored, Donkey Kong, Minecraft. We had so many things. Aether fights. Yeah. It does have a really cool box art, I gotta say. I must say. Puzzle? What do you mean puzzle? Hard West versus Vampire the Masquerade with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. No, don't try to vote in chat for the finals. We're only doing this round with Hard West and vampires. The votes will be comments. I'll make a separate video for it that's just the 3 presented, and you guys will vote on that. That way it's clean for people who miss the stream, so they don't try to feel like they have to watch an hour just to find out who the winners were. I did play Arcanum. I have a full Let's Play of Arcanum as a wizard that you can watch. But yeah, I still need to play a tech user. Oh, is he? Lots and lots of the handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. Oh, Phoenix Point is definitely on. Yeah, all the XCOM games are on my to-do list. But yeah, Phoenix Point I'm very interested in. There's actually different reactions to it. Apparently, the game was hated when it was first released, but the developer kept at it and people started liking it after a while. But I don't really know the full story because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Oh yeah, Arcanum's great. Yeah. I wonder how the game is different playing as a tech guy. I know that you do salvage your kind of stuff. Anything to scrape together money because you need money. Okay, timer's gone. Time now stands still. There is no more time. Okay. And with that, the vampires are removed. I now need to make a short video just introducing the 3 contestants for, yeah. Here you go. Maybe if I put you like, yeah, something like that. That looks terrible. Hard West is completely dominating when you put them side by side like this, just in terms of imagery. That cover art is too powerful. Hard West, I need to find something lamer to put up for you so it's fair. That is too cool. I don't know if I can find anything else from the game. I'll see what I can do. Something in the interest of fairness that is not that radical looking. I'll put up the video, and it'll be the votes on that video in the comments that'll determine which of these 3, and they'll have a couple of days. 'Cause tomorrow I'm finishing with all the mods 8, and the day after that is starting a new game with Master Magic Warlords, of course, and then the day after that should be me playing whichever one of these wins. A point-and-click adventure, a puzzle game, and a Western XCOM style. Interesting. We did Xenonauts, but not Xenonauts 2. Xenonauts had one of the most fantastic moments I've ever had in a stream, in anything, really. With a soldier who was the last survivor, who went all the way back and forth through the alien spaceship fighting alone, picking up weapons and things off of the dead bodies of his companions. What a trooper! What a story! Yeah, Xenonauts I will never forget. Because of moments like that. Yeah, you'll get them eventually. The bards are good, really good. Actually, all the classes in Darkest Dungeon are amazing. They're all good. I really feel that the Abomination is the strongest class, but I'm apparently in the minority on that opinion. What game have I played that I have disliked the most? I know the answer. I prefer not to talk about games that I hate and just let them wither and die. Like, I didn't like it, so just not tell people. Nobody should hear about it. That way it doesn't get played by anyone. But if you're going to ask me straight up, I'm going to tell you. It's a Super Nintendo game. Shin Megami Tensei... Or was it Shin Megami Tensei 2? It might have been 2. I don't know anymore. I don't need to... You know what? Let me just talk about it. Because I know there's a lot of Shin Megami Tensei fans. And supposedly the later games are fantastic and I have to play them. But my gosh, did I hate this old Super Nintendo game. I hated it. This game. Okay. It's an RPG, JRPG, front view, a lot of cool ideas. For some reason, Stephen Hawking's is in it. A lot of cool ideas. But I'll rant for a couple of minutes and tell me that I'm wrong for hating this game, despite how many cool and original ideas it may have had. Okay. The game is filled with mazes. Mazes everywhere. A lot of cryptic and weird shit on how to get gemstones by talking to the monsters and different things, but let's leave all that aside as cool ideas. that weren't the best implementation, because that's not the real problem. The real problem with the game is backtracking. The game requires you to go back through the mazes, backtracking in a painful amount. The mazes love to have gimmicks like fall through the floor randomly to a floor below you. I hope you remembered which tile drops you to a lower floor. Oh, you stepped on... Oh, now you're down 2 floors. Gotta climb back up through all the random encounters. They love... Each dungeon had its own obnoxious mechanics once you get far enough. But then... the game has the audacity to go, oh, by the way, you need to visit these 6, or maybe it was 8 shrines, or whatever the hell they were. They're all over the game. I don't remember where they all are. I just kind of saw them in passing and stuff. Like, I'm expected to now go to all the... Oh my gosh, the level of backtracking in this game. But that's not the real offense. No. That is all just annoying. If that was it, I would be like, every game designer needs to play this just so they feel how icky backtracking is. No. The game's true offense was when it just wanted to pick up mud and rub it in your eyes. I swear they had to have done this intentionally just to piss the player off. I'm over-leveled. I like to be a little, it's kind of how I played RPGs back in the day. I'd always over-level a bit, and, there's been a lot of backtracking, a lot of fighting, a lot of grinding. Then I come to a dungeon. And to get into the dungeon, for some reason, I needed to win a dance contest. Okay, so I go to some place to do a dance contest. To win the dance contest, you need a magic stat above a certain number on your main character. Your main character is incapable of using magic. My main character was expected to, who was already over-leveled, to go out and grind and then put the level ups into a stat that he cannot use to advance the game. And then the game did it again with your intelligence stat. You have to have an intelligence at least this high to enter this dungeon. An intelligence stat is used for magic. I now have to grind again and put it into a stat I can't use again. Yeah, that's kind of where I lost my patience with the game. I got all the way up to the final dungeon right before the last boss and then decided, you know what? I don't even want this to be on the list of games I've beaten. No. You know what? I don't even want to have beaten this game. You know what? Screw this game! That is my #1 most despised game of all the gaming experiences I've had in my life. I've played games that are worse than it, but not a game that made me angry like it did. So yeah, as I said, I don't know much about the later games. I played one of the Personas, and it was fine. It was a good game. Like, I'm sure the series got, I'm sure it's a great series, but yeah. Dark Reliquary. I gotta play Dark Reliquary. Hey, Akron. Yeah, Deponia is one of the 3 that's going to be in the running. Or it made it all the way to the end. No, don't tell me your votes here in chat. You got to put them in the comments. I'm not going to try to keep track. I used to let people vote however they wanted, and they'd be like, I'd get like messages in Discord, it was all over the place, and then I couldn't tell if somebody voted twice or not. I just declare one location And that is the location all the votes must flow. Anyway. Yeah, it's been many, many years. My memories of the game fade and get fuzzy, but my anger does not. Backtracking can be done well. You can set up traps and ambushes in an area where the player is backtracking and thinks they're safe. But this game didn't do any of that! Oh, long live the Queen! You know, that would have been a short game. People could have voted for that. Long Live the Queen is a lot of fun, and why is there no other game like it? There are no games like Long Live the Queen. Just it. There's a handful of, like, Princess Makers by Gynax, but that's, like, its own thing, which isn't really like anything else either. I don't know, they look weird. But yeah, and why do we not have more shopkeeper sims, like Rasseteer? There's, like, one more that was released, Moonlighter. And that's it? That's the entire genre? 2 games? Feels like these are rich veins for games to explore. I've been thinking for years how much I'd love to combine Long Live the Queen with Rasseteer. Make a game that is both of those things at the same time. More on that in the future. The results are not probably what they're nothing like what I originally intended, but secret projects that I'm not talking about at this time. So forget I said anything. It would be the first Deponia, yes. I mean, I don't know. If they're really, really short, maybe I'd go through them. I have no idea how long or short they are. I don't know much about Deponia. What? Am I not audible? Am I not audible anymore? Is that? Well, I mean, the stream's over anyway, so I can just shut the stream down. I was just hanging out with chat a little bit. Ooh, crosscode. Yeah, I have... I am audible? You are audible, or... Okay, whatever, anyway. Yeah, crosscode. I want to play crosscode. I've been meaning to play crosscode for years. I own it! Yeah. Wait, is crosscode a shop game? Alchemy Meister Kamidori. I've never heard of it. RPG Tactics battles. Oh, not safe for work. Yeah, I can't stream that. My boss knows of my YouTube channel and sometimes tunes in. Yeah, I can't do any not safe for work. I like my job a lot. Not worth the risk. Let's just not do that. Maybe some year after I retire, I'll take a look at things like that. I'm not a giant fan of not safe for work content most of the time either. I mean, if it's lightly, I don't mind, but, you know, not really my cup of tea generally. They tend to go way too far. But man, I want more shopkeepers. More shopkeeper games. Portia or Sandrock? I don't know those either. Huh. You can beat the first 2. Okay, wow. Well, I mean, if I beat the game in under 2 hours, I'll just go to the next one. I mean, if it's really short like that, yeah, sure. I was basically looking for a game that I could do within a week, and then I would move on to Metroid Prime, and then probably vote for something, I don't know, depends on what kind of mood I'm in and what I'm thinking about. I might be like, I really want a game in this genre, Or I might be like, free range, anything goes. Or I might be like, I don't know. We'll see. Ah, okay, your headphones died. Yeah. If it's got 50 hours of content in it, I'm probably gonna play through most of it, if not all. What is my job? I am a professional toilet scrubber. What? Just because your job is something other people consider to be a low-end crap job doesn't mean you can't like it. And I very much appreciate my job. Look, my employment came with medical insurance. When I needed a surgery, they took care of me. I appreciate that a lot. It also came at a time when I very, very much needed a decent paying job. For various reasons in my life, I was taking care of family that was very sick and was the sole breadwinner and still had younger siblings in high school that I was taking care of. I needed a job that paid decently. And guess what paid me decently? So, yeah. I do actually care about my career quite a bit, even if it's not the kind of career people generally aspire to. It means a lot to me. Amazing Cultivation Simulator. Well, I saw Zeth review it. His reviews are always questionable, but, you know, I think I know what the game's about. Yeah, it looks like the kind of game you could sink like about 1 billion hours into, though. You have to romance the girls before they die? Wait, what kind of game are we talking about now? Workshop farming trading. You can say that, but on the valuable to society end, I figured out a long time ago, more than a decade and a half ago, very early in my career, I looked at it and realized almost everything I do could be automated. Like, I just looked around and realized, yeah, machines could just do all of this easily. But you'd have to design the building around it to begin with. You would have to, so all these old buildings, I'm golden. My job will never go bad. However, in a generation or two, you know, yeah, it's super easy. Like, think about it. If you were going to design a restaurant or any business, I don't care what it is, office cubicles would be difficult, but almost any place that you design, why wouldn't you just put tracks and machines to clean everything? It would actually, all the tech has existed forever, for a very long time. You would only have to maintain the machine. There'd be a track on the floor. It would have the tables and chairs would all be bolted in place so they don't move around, so everything is exactly where it should be, and at night you just run the machine. Of course, a restaurant doesn't need that kind of thing. Yet. It will. But my profession, there's a lot of money that gets paid out between benefits and employees when you've got a custodial department consisting of hundreds of employees. Well, it was a lot more employees back in the day. There's not as many of us as there used to be. In fact, there's distressingly few of us left because they keep cutting our department. Oh, do they keep cutting our department? At the last big meeting, we went to a auditorium, and afterwards I was just like, hey, guys, you might not want to meet in that auditorium again because it really hammered home how few of us were in the seats. And she's like, yeah, I know! We can't do it here again. It's just, as I remember when it used to be filled with people, and now it's just, oh my gosh. Yeah, they cut us to the bone. Games are over. You missed the voting. It's going to be Hard West versus Deponia versus, am I this tired already? Well, I was exhausted all day. I've been staying up day after day working on secret projects. And it's really been catching up with me after about a week of also getting up early to work on things. I've been burning the candle on both ends for a week. It's catching up with me. Opus Magnum. Anyway, I'm going to make the small video. I'm going to post it. You guys vote in the comments of that video which one. You guys know everything that's going to happen at this point. I'm going to go to bed. A programmer. Yep. Oh, no. Just, embrace and stay on top of the AI shit. The AI shit that does programming for you is flaky and weird right now. But for all they want to talk about artists and writers and everything else, the people making the AIs are programmers. If there's one thing the people making the AIs understand, it's computer programming. That is going to be the first industry where the AIs really revolutionize the industry. So just, if you're a programmer, stay on top of that shit and figure it out. You may even have to build your own fork of an AI or something, depending on how things go. Probably every company is going to have their own personal AI. And the off-the-shelf stuff will be for people out in the general public. It's probably going to go something like that. Anyway. Yeah, most jobs are going to be remote, I think. I think the office space is going to be shrinking. Whether or not that's a good thing is up to you. I just think that's an inevitability at this point. Oh, yeah. Turnover in a lot of professions is super high. Yeah, we did all the voting already. It's going to be one final video that will be choosing one of these three. 9 games were knocked out. The 3 on the screen are the 3 that are going to be in the final vote, and you'll have like a couple of days for it. ChatGPT. I've heard people use ChatGPT, but I heard ChatGPT likes to do Python and doesn't understand the difference between 3D and 2D very well. So, like, if you're trying to make a 2D game, it'll keep giving you code meant for a 3D game or something like that. It's not really optimized to be a programmer. It's designed to be a chatbot. Its primary function is on learning the English language. So, it's working, but it's difficult. It's not the right tool for the job. ChatGPT is like an all-purpose tool that can be used for anything, I guess. Like, people even use it to make art, indirectly. But you're going to need precise tools to do precise jobs, which is going to inevitably happen. Like, there used to be a bit, probably still is a thing. When I was studying computer programming, there were a lot of macro languages, or micro? Shit, I forget the term. But there were a lot of companies that had, like, their own computer programming language that they used. I don't know if it's still that way. But that's probably going to be kind of the way things go. And then there's going to be industrial espionage and people trying to steal each other's AI secrets and, you know, that sort of thing. Or maybe the AIs will just become incredibly smart and kill us all. I don't know. I'm going to bed. What do I know? Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm no seer.